artist I work with, Big Tuesday. The song Wonderland came on my shuffle. I love that. All right, a little bit more.
That's the worst part of this, the signal is gone. And I know that you are thriving in your city. I want you again. I wanna go back to Wonderland. And I hope that you know how I would so avenge your name and if I could be with you back
Okay. Okay. All right.
another new memory.
Check them out. Big Tuesday. Elise Browell. She's one of my artists. She's awesome. Alrighty. Good morning. I'm in a good mood today. Just nice. I'll take it. It was even Steven between the cards showing. So I'm gonna go with Divine Masculine just because it was his first 3 cards that were showing. I don't know when that happens. That's how we're going today. He's going first. Let's see. Let's see what he has to say. All right. I'm real excited about the top of his deck. The overall headspace for Divine Masculine is the 10 of Pentacles. We love this. He is thinking overall about the thing that he desires the most, which is this material manifestation of his happiness, family, home, hearth. And the underlying thing on his mind is King of Pentacles, upright. So he is feeling really capable of bringing this. And that we really like to see. That King of Pentacles energy is, there's a stable foundation. There's a sense that he is feeling his full worth. And there's also a sense that he is materially manifest for the union. First thing on his mind is the Hanged Man energy in reverse. So this is coming out of a pause. It's coming out of a surrender. But it's having gained this perspective that allows you to now stand on your own. Interestingly, that's contrasted with this 7. So we have the Hanged Man energy, which is usually a pause, going within, surrendering to the divine. And then we have the 7 of Pentacles, which is an energy of planting seeds and waiting for them to come into fruition. So we have him thinking about coming out of this pause energy, wanting to come out of this energy. Having gained this new perspective, he now sees that all these seeds that he's planted have allowed for him to have this new beginning. Okay? So this is also, though, coming in reverse. So I'm getting the other associations of the Fool card, which is like fear of taking a leap, fear of just this next step that has to be taken, a little bit of worry about being foolish. That's on his mind. Because of that, he's he's just waiting, but he's doing what he's supposed to when he's waiting, right? So he's planted the seeds, and he knows that what he wants is it's here. And now it's just waiting for the seeds he's planted to bear their fruit. And he has to be meditative, calm, centered, grounded, in contact with the divine. not focused on these past cups, but aware of this offer, which not only does he want to bring to reunite this divine couple, but also that's within his reach. The pause, of course, is delaying this ultimate fulfillment that he has in mind. But overall, he's fully capable of bringing this. And the pause is because this temperance, there's been a balancing of the energies that's been happening. This is coming into reverse. This is the 5D relationship as well, higher level relationships. This energy is passing because they are coming into the material manifestation. So the work that has needed to be done while these seeds have been planted, it's happening. So he's definitely in a place of, I know I'm getting what I want. I know I can bring it when I do get it, that I'm actually ready for it. And I just have to be patient right now with the work that's being done behind the scenes just to prepare me for this new beginning. Top of the deck, overall heart space for Divine Masculine is this Knight of Cups. And he's setting out. Now, this is that image I get of a knight that's setting out in the middle of the night, covering ground to get as quickly as he can to his divine feminine and bring her this loving cup. There's, of course, this Cancer energy here. And this is a watery card. This is about his emotions. And of course, this is in his heart space. In his heart, he is ready to go. And what is he ready to go after? Welcome. Thanks for joining. He is ready to go after his wish fulfillment, which is Divine Feminine. And here we have the Nine of Cups, which is wonderful for the Divine Masculine because surrendering and gaining this new perspective that has allowed him to see that the seeds that he has planted have needed divine intervention in order for these energies to be tempered to have their new beginning, is going to give him his wish fulfillment, which is Divine Feminine. You don't say. Okay, now for some reason there were 8 cards that jumped out today for heart space, and it's going to make this reading long, of course, but let us see. The first thing in his heart space is the Tower in reverse. Now, this is vice versa, so we are looking at the side of the Tower where we realize that the Tower that crumbled really was empty inside. There was really nothing left within it. And I think this is about, especially since this is coming in reverse, I think this is about past relationships that have crumbled, past energy that was empty, that did not have substance, superficial things. Those things have passed away. Along with this 8 of Swords sabotage energy that Divine Masculine has been in. Now we have self-protection implied in self-sabotage, and he's no longer feeling this need for protection. This Page of Pentacles, this very heartfelt, solid offer, but one that is not quite developed. It's here, it's like the baby version of this offer has been made, but he's saying in his heart he's preparing for a much more mature version of this offer to happen. Good morning, Ash. Okay, 5 of Wands energy, impasse energy. Is Divine Feminine gonna move? Is Divine? And then this this pent up, explosive. This stuff is also passing away. Ace of Swords and the Eagle here on the vice versa imagery to help us understand that Divine Masculine feels free to speak directly to who? Divine Feminine, who he sees fully in her star energy, upright, doing this work of taking the unconscious and pouring it into the material realm. She is both in spirit and in the material realm. And she is his star, and that's who he wants to speak to directly. And very soon, very, especially when we look at his headspace, with clarity. And he has the freedom to do this now. Here we have this, you know, I keep, with these cards, I want to double check because I say Knight and then I go look later and I'm like, wait, that's the page for the suit. Yep, glad I looked. Same kind, oh yeah. That is so funny. Okay, that's so funny. I should have just looked at the very next card. This is the page energy, the page of wands, and this is in reverse, right? So this is this youthful energy, the same thing where we have here the page of pentacles, but that immature energy, right? Because the next card up is the Knight of Wands. So he's graduated from this page energy to this Knight energy. And not only is it the Knight of Wands, but we're looking at vice versa. Both of these Knights, look at them. They are off, people. They are traveling through the night as fast as they can to get to Divine Feminine, to bring a direct and clear message of the heartfelt love and passion that they feel so that they can have this material manifestation that they long for and fully be in their King of Pentacles energy, materially manifest in 3D reality for the divine couple. Well, wouldn't that be fun and fantastic? Okay, that's Divine Masculine. Let's look at Divine Feminine. She is an interesting mixture of same kind of energy, but very interesting. Okay, so top of the deck, overall energy for Divine Feminine in her headspace is Five of Pentacles, girl. We're back in Five of Pentacles? What happened? We got rid of this card, then this card came back, then we got rid of it again, and here it is. And it is Mystic Monday's imagery. So it is not the typical imagery where we see the beggars outside of the window of the what looks to be like a sanctuary. Instead, we're looking actually at someone who has light from within and it's dark outside. Or this is a closed door and it's not a window anymore like it is in the traditional tarot, which with these steps could be considered that way too. But when I look at this card, I see this as just Divine Feminine in the isolation that is quarantine right now. And in the isolation that is in this divine union right now, which is while they are on this very brink of union, this is where she still is while she's waiting, okay? But I don't feel a negative energy here. I feel actually one where she's felt like a beggar in the past, but instead she's kind of accepted a certain amount that she has to remain here and wait for this, which is the bottom of the deck, the underlying thing in her headspace. This clear and direct message that Divine Masculine is feeling free to deliver to her. Okay? So she's waiting patiently for that. And she is lonely in isolation. There is that. But there's an acceptance in this image that's different to me from other imagery. The first thing on her mind is the moon, which of course is such a big symbol for them. But then look again. Here we have this lonely Divine Feminine just being guided by her intuition, guided by the subconscious work that she's been doing. And also, she does have some fear and some anxiety here, but I think it's really mostly about this. Just that she's still here and maybe fear that she doesn't want to remain there in that energy. The good news is she's feeling like the Queen of Cups. She's no longer in that sea of her emotions, feeling very lost at sea, needing clarity, she has combined the Queen of Swords energy with her Queen of Cups energy, and she is feeling her feelings and in command of them. And they're not spilling over in ways that are wounding anyone, including herself. She's, of course, also very, very, very much thinking about this divine union and wanting it to happen, wanting it to come together in her, where she is. She's wanting her lover to come home to her so that they can unite. And being away from him, being outside from him, is very painful, but she knows that this is the end of this painful cycle. It is the end of this heartbreak that has happened from them being apart. And she just needs to call on her strength to get through this last time period. Now, Divine Masculine's in the same kind of situation where he has that on his mind. I mean, he's in a little bit, his situation is a little rosier because he knows what he's bringing in. And Divine Feminine is simply unaware. She doesn't know what to expect, and she can't. So she just needs the strength to endure this time as she waits for the union. Okay. Interesting. So, top of the deck, overall heart space for Divine Feminine is the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So we're mirroring here. Let's pick up the correct card. That would be nice. We're mirroring here Divine Masculine's headspace. So what he is thinking about, Divine Feminine is feeling in her heart space. And what she's feeling is, it is not quite here yet, okay? So she's aware of it, but she knows it's here. She knows it's coming. And the underlying bottom of the deck is this Justice. She knows her Ten of Pentacles is coming because she knows that there will be justice for this divine couple. So she's very certain of that. She's also feeling justice is back because she does feel like there's an apology she wants. But it's not an apology. She wants to know that Divine Masculine understands. It's not that she wants him to say he's sorry. That's why I'm not latching onto that. She wants an understanding that her position is like this, right? Like this is the way it feels to be on the receiving end. And I'm sure she's aware that this is present for Divine Masculine in some way too, but she just wants this feeling that that is understood, that her position of the two right now, her position is harder. She's feeling like a need for that validation from him, which, honey, you got to give to yourself. And also, it's like, is it harder? Like, that's kind of an interesting feeling to have, right? You might want to think about that one a little bit. And the first thing in your heart space is devil energy. Okay, so this is, I think, sexual energy. This is addictive behaviors. This is self-indulgence. This is dependency, codependency. So right now, Divine Feminine is feeling this devil energy. Not only the desire, like the sexual desire aspect and how that's kind of driving her and making it difficult for her focus type of thing, but that she's also maybe in this precarious place right now where this lover's being on her mind is getting a bit obsessive. Like it's all the time, which makes sense because this feeling she has in her mind, this Three of Swords, this broken-hearted feeling, it's here in her heart. Okay? She's feeling wounded, which is why this is here too. She is feeling wounded because it's so interesting that she feels this way. But it's because she feels that it's still on his terms. Here's the King of Wands. And we're happy to see him here upright, and it's the king energy, and it's mature, and this is, of course, divine masculine. But he's also the source of this. Okay, so there's that. Just be mindful of these things. Remember, these are feelings in your heart space, things you feel, and in some ways, things you know, right? King of Wands, bringing in this Three of Cups, this reunion, this celebration, and everything, but also third party energy. There's heartbreak here that occurred from third party energy, whether that is influence, like influencing the situation, or just like being in the way of some culmination of something. So there's that. But in this case, we're looking at the celebration of the reunion as well. Knight of Pentacles, the slow-moving knight. She's feeling he's not moving so slowly right now. He's moving kind of fast, actually. And he's heading towards what? This Four of Wands. And she feels it, and he's thinking about it. And the only thing that's blocking it is him just waiting for the fruits to come of these seeds that he's planted. So she feels that, and that's putting her in this reverie here. But also, again, just like yesterday, this question mark of the unknown about what divine masculine is preparing to do, which on the one hand she likes to be surprised, but on the other hand, it is, you have to be in this energy while you're waiting for this thing to come through. And here's Queen of Swords. Now, this is in her heart space for two reasons. Number one, she feels like she's not being the Queen of Swords in the shadow side of, which is defensive and cutting and etc. But she feels like she needs to be the Queen of Swords in terms of balancing out Queen of Cups energy, and also kind of handling this devil energy. Because the Queen of Swords is the one who can handle this energy, and she does need strength to do this. So, Divine Feminine, little rough around the edges today, but I can tell that you went and started to do some of the work you needed to do from yesterday, and it's brought up some interesting energy for you. Okay, let's go back and look at the oracles for Divine Masculine. He's really on fire today, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between, okay? Well, he's in his companion energy with loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. That's a good place to be when you're wanting to come in and make an offer. St. Hildegard von Bingen, she's here with them, telling him to believe. I did go and watch the movie Vision about St. Hildegard. It was a good movie and I recommend it. And she was very tenacious. So I think it's very interesting that she has been within this union so much, because she was tenacious. It's just the way to describe her. She never gave up. She believed in things that no women at that time should be allowed to believe about her power, the power she had. So she's here to support you. This card is here again. The answers you need are coming. You're waiting here for something. It's coming. Hang in there. She's there to tell you just to believe. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. I think you're feeling that you do need to connect with nature right now. I'm feeling, definitely feeling a sense that you need to get grounded. That was represented here in your headspace. So go do that. Go do that for yourself. That is going to help you feel the stability you need to flip this card upright, okay? Divine Feminine. You're in your trickster energy, but transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. And what this is about, Divine Feminine, is you're getting a nudge. You're doing really well dealing with unpredictable behavior. You're doing well dealing with this unknown, which is the thing that is very, very painful to you, right? You are navigating this very well. And that trickster energy, I just posted yesterday on my Pearl in the Prayers account because I keep hearing David Bowie. He's like haunting my shuffle. I keep thinking about him all the time. And I posted that I've always like longed for his Labyrinth, I guess, which is maybe not great. But if there's anybody who's a trickster, it is Jareth, the Goblin King from Labyrinth. And so I feel like that is why we're seeing this. That's why I'm personally connecting to this card. But this acknowledgement that you like the transcendence of convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. Okay? That's something about who this divine couple is. And so you're just being reminded that while you might be impatient for things to happen, although you're looking pretty patient right now, this devil energy, this trickster energy, there is some aspect of the story that you're enjoying, okay? But your guardian angel is here to support you because you are going to be triumphant. The strength that you're going to pull through to help you endure what you need to endure to come through to that union. You got it. You're fine. You're fine. Look at the bigger picture here, right? You're very focused on that question. So look at the bigger picture. You don't need to answer the question about when. You don't need to answer the question about how. And you don't even want to. You don't want to. You don't. So just look at the bigger picture, not at all these details. Just keep thinking about that end, which is this, and this, and this. Deep healing. Things are changing at a cellular level, Divine Feminine, in your cells of your body. Okay. Divine couple, bottom of the deck. Poet energy. Interestingly, this was in reverse. Okay? Upright, the light attribute expresses soul insights in symbolic language. In reverse, it turns a lyric gift to negative or destructive effect. Okay? The divine is calling you both to come out of symbolic language and speak clearly. No more hiding your meaning in lyric or symbolic messages. That is a command from the divine. How do I know? Because Saint Bernadette is here to tell you to speak your truth. And as lovely, as beautiful, as amazing as it is that you're both so good at expressing soul insights in symbolic language and reading soul insights in symbolic language, you can't come into union if you don't speak your truth. No matter how great of a poet you are. And you are good. Work through your fears. The fears that keep you speaking to each other in this beautiful symbolic language instead of just saying, hi, I think you're swell. And I'd love to take you out for dinner if you're down. Okay, the final cards, because there were two, again, for some reason. Bottom of the deck, Pleiades, folks. The double mission of channeling and uplifting humanity. Just in case you weren't sure that was your job, just a reminder. And just in case you weren't sure how to do it, here's another reminder. Play. You have to have fun, you have to celebrate, and you have to, it says, don't be so serious. Do not. This was a good reading, and this part is my favorite. And it's the hardest part for me because I really do like to speak in symbolic language because I know that I'm good at it, and I'm a Leo and I like to do shit I'm good at. And I also like games, and I like labyrinths, and I like guessing. But you know what I get from that? This. So, as I had fully committed already to no longer communicating in a certain way with my divine masculine, I'm going to continue along the path of desperately trying not to communicate with my masculine in that way. And instead, speak my truth. And I would love for divine masculine to do the same because I'm committed to doing everything I need to do to get into reunion. Are you? Hey, I think we should do another major arcana card. So I think later today I'm going to do a reel and I'll pull one. That's what I'm planning to do. But you know what? I really do flow with the energy of that. So hopefully I will be doing that later. If you don't see it, don't be too sad. It'll happen soon enough. But it seems Monday seems like as a good a day as any to do that. So later on today I shall be doing that. And then we can start a new shuffle game and see who gets readings from Divine. I hope you're all good today. I am going to go focus on myself and like get into my Queen of Swords and be like logical and rational, and then I'm gonna play and have fun and celebrate somehow. This is such a journey, isn't it, folks? All right, have a lovely, lovely day today, everyone.